We are back on Jackals TV as we chronicle the winter 24-25 season for the Jackals here in the Langley ASHL 30-plus league. The matchup tonight is the Jackals versus the Vipers. You see the Vipers on the left side of your screen in the Canucks Halloween jerseys, black version. Jackals on the right in their white jerseys. These two teams met earlier in the year. That was a 6-2 victory for the Vipers. So the Jackals will be looking for revenge, and they are coming into this game having won 3 of their last 4 games. And if they do hope to win this game, they're going to have to do it with a depleted lineup, at least from a regular perspective. There are 7 players out of the lineup here tonight. Chris Marshall, Gary Pabla, Chris Stuhar, Rob, Daryl, David, and Lloyd all missing from the Jackals here today. So there are 4 spares in this game. Rob Lawrence, Troy Bannister, Gary Mizuno, and Shane Ainsworth all helping out here today. On top of that, they'll be missing their regular goalie. Trevor remains out, missing the last couple of games. Sean will be helping out in net for the Jackals here tonight. So let's head to the first period and see how they did. And we start off with the Jackals in the offensive zone. This puck comes to Rob Lawrence at the point. He throws that towards the net. Rebound comes out to Darwin. He sweeps it on net. Another save from the goalie. They wrap it around, and Rob pinches in to keep it in. He's getting another shot on net. Again, another rebound is up in the air. Jason Davis looking for it. Can't quite reach it. Play continues. Here's Bob in the neutral zone. He's going to spin away from the Vipers player, move that puck up to Jer, tries to put it into the zone. It hits the Vipers player and eventually ends up on Bob's stick, who puts it on the left wing to John, who's going to come in. He's going to see Aaron coming in late, feed him with it. Aaron bobbles it for a second, then gets it on net. The goalie makes yet another save. And off that save, the Vipers are going to bounce this puck into the neutral zone, in behind the defenders, and that player's going to come in on the left side, shovel it towards the net. Sean covers it up. Here's another chance by the Vipers trying to get in on the net. That puck gets shoveled wide. It ends up behind the net and then thrown wildly out front. This defender's going to pick it, whip it on net, looking for the rebound in front. It's in between Sean's pads, and we get the whistle. Face off at the other end. Gary can't quite get the shot through, and the puck gets shoveled out to center. Bob knocks it down, and he's going to head into the offensive zone with it. Hold up, and he's going to see Bruce on the far side of the ice. So he's going to slide that over to him. Bruce is going to walk in all alone, wrist that on net, into the goalie's chest, makes a save. Now it's the Vipers' turn to go on the attack. This player is going to come down the left side, throw this puck out front. It's in that player's feet. There's a couple cracks at it, one shot there, and then another shot here on the backhand. Both those shots don't make it through, but eventually this puck's going to get wrapped around back behind the net. This Viper player beside the net's going to get it, jam away at it, and it's going to find its way through Sean's legs, and the Vipers have opened this scoring end of the first period to make it 1-0 going to the second. And this period's going to start with the puck deep in the Jackal zone. Gary Mizuno is going to backhand that up the wall. It's going to get picked up by Darwin. And he goes up the left side, around the defender, takes it to the net, slides it through the legs, very similar to that goal that the Vipers scored at the end of the first. And this game is now a 1-1 tie. Vipers trying to regain the lead. Have this puck in front of the net. It gets shoveled towards the net, turned aside, but there's a puck right across the middle. It gets turned over, but it goes back to Jer in the corner, who puts it up the wall, and as John's about to play it, the defenseman pinches up on him from behind and knocks him down. That's a penalty to the Vipers. So to the power play, the Jackals go. You see Bob throwing that puck towards the net. Aaron picks it up. He's going to eventually move it back to Bob at the point, who's going to get a shot off. It goes through, and right in front there, I believe that's Dar, who was trying to get the rebound. He can't do it. So Aaron's going to pick that puck up again in the corner, put it back out to Bob again. He's going to try again. Throw that towards the net, through Chris Weeger's leg, and Chris spins around and deposits the rebound into the net. And so that goal goes in just after the power play ends, and it's a goal by Chris Weeger to put this up 2-1 for the Jackals. Vipers are now looking to tie. This player's going to pick it up in his own blue line with a lot of speed, around the defender there in the neutral zone, then come in one-on-one around that defender and sweep it on net, but Sean makes a nice save, make sure the rebound isn't there to go in. Vipers still on the attack. This puck's going to get rimmed around low and then thrown right out front, unprotected in front. That player goes to the backhand, but another nice save by Sean to keep the Jackals up by 1. Now we see Jer on the attack, cutting through the middle, trying to go towards the net. He gets taken down from behind. That's a penalty to the Vipers. The Jackals are unable to capitalize on that power play, but shortly after it ends, off this draw, Aaron gets a shot, and then Jared does well to chase it down and sweep it in. Another rebound goal for the Jackals, and they are up 3-1. Jackals are looking for more, and here's Jared with the puck again. He pushes that forward, and that's a 2-on-0 with Aaron going in alone. He takes the shot, rebound comes out, he tries to kick it up to his stick, doesn't quite get it. Then the pass comes out front and ends up right on Aaron's stick again, unchecked in front. He's got lots of space up high, but he can't hit the net. A nice save by the Vipers goalie to keep it 3-1. Now it's time for the Vipers to finally earn their own power plays. This player's coming down through the middle. Darwin sticks his stick into his feet, tripping him up. So power play for the Vipers, trying to get back into this one. This player's going to weave his way out of his own end, up the middle, down the middle of the ice, in around Bob, and in on Sean, but a big save there, and then he reaches out to cover up the rebound, nullifying that chance. But however, just before the second period ends, they are going to get this chance, 4-on-3, finding that trailer who comes in, rips it past Sean to cut the lead to just 1. It's 3-2 as we head to the third. And the Vipers are going to pull out all the stops here in the third to try and tie this one up. Here comes a player in on the right, throws it on net, rebound across. Sean swings the arms over there, make sure the rebound can't go in. Now this player is going to come down the left side, and the puck lays there until the next player gets it, throws it on net up high, and it falls into Sean's feet. It's rattling around down there. There are defenders around. Swiping at it are the Vipers players, but Sean covers it up, keeps it out. This player just off screen who's going to skate on, throws the puck up high. A nice glove save there by Sean. Has the rebound as well. Then the puck comes out front and rattles around before it eventually goes towards the blocker side, and he lunges across to make a save. Jackals are finally on the counterattack. Here's Chris Weeger with a shot on net. Puck bounces to the end wall, and then Chris cuts it off there and finds Aaron right in front. Puts it on net. He did have Jared at the back door as well, but Aaron a bit snake-bit. He's had some excellent chances, but hasn't been able to score. So instead, the Jackals will look to the hot hand. Nice cutoff by Gary Mizuno in the neutral zone to create this play. He drops it to Jer, who's walking in, takes the shot, and maybe that deflected off the defender's stick and fooled the goalie, but it goes by him on the blocker side, and the Jackals have restored their 2-goal lead. And that'll be enough to salt this game away. A 4-2 victory for the Jackals here tonight, extending their good winning streak that they've had going. Let's have a look at the stats. There you see Jared with 2 goals, Aaron with the 2 assists, had a couple chances to add some goals to that as well. Gary Mizuno also with 2 assists. And noteworthy, Sean in net, probably having his best outing as a Jackal with 23 saves on 25 shots. So let's have a look at the stats on the season. Rob, Aaron, and Jer log jammed at the top of the table with 21 points each. Gary Pablo just behind them with 18. So that's it for this one. 4 games left in the regular season for the Jackals, and their next 2 games are a home-and-home series, as it were, against the Minnesota Nighthawks. So we'll see you for those.